Hi, I'm Mario Guerra, the two-time former mayor of the great city of Downey. And you're listening to Talking Downey with Mayor Mario. Hi, folks, and welcome to another election special episode of Talking Downey. Today, we're going to drill down on one of the ballot initiatives that's so important to the city of Downey. This will be on the ballot, and every single resident in the city of Downey will be able to vote on this. And it's called Measure D. And Measure D is very important for us to be able to keep our police and fire and actually enhance it. City of Downey, there's 88 cities in LA County, and Downey is the 10th largest city out of this 88 by population. We're one of the blessed independent cities, true independent cities, especially in the Southeast area. We have our own police, our own fire, and yes, we have our own school district, which we're very proud of, and we have our own elected officials for that. But having your own police and fire department is expensive. It's great to have because it's local control, but it is expensive too. We feel we have more people on the streets, we have better equipment, we have our own, can set our own rules. LA County Sheriff's is a good law enforcement organization, but it's not the same, and it's not Downey Police Department. It's LA County Fire is a really great organization. It's not Downey Fire. We always get mutual aid from them, but this is why Measure D is so important. Let me tell you the arguments in favor of Measure D and what Measure D does. Okay, we're one of the few cities that have our own public safety. A vote yes on D will maintain local control of our public services, police and fire services. It ensures adequate funding for first responders. Last year, there was an intake, that's not even a word, it was an increase in property crimes in the city of Downey. There were combined 3,100 robberies, burglaries, and theft, including auto thefts. Measure D will help do our 9/11 response time, help put more police officers on the street. In our fire department, 70% of our calls last year were for medical in our fire department. We need to build on that, and we need to enhance it, and that's what Measure D does. Folks, you know me for a long time. I am not a tax guy, okay? I believe that government should do more with less. But sometimes good things cost money. Measure D takes a 1/4 in sales tax increase on things here in the city of Downey. So if you spend $100, it's literally 25 cents. It does not, it won't go against groceries. It won't go against, a lot of other things. It won't go against your property tax. It's just a sales tax. The good part about it, this will bring about $6 million from folks into our city for police and fire. That is our number one concern. So you say, okay, how will Measure D, how will the city manage this money? And have they been good stewards of our funds in the past? First of all, they're going to have an oversight committee to handle this money to make sure that it's spent the proper ways. But the city of Downey, you and I residents, we passed Measure S in 2016. Measure S basically was a bond to be able to improve our parks, build new fire stations that we hadn't done for 50 some odd years. We have 4 new fire stations. And I could tell you, you can go on our website because transparency has been a big issue and to make sure. I was asked to be chairman on the Measure S Oversight Committee. Carrie Uva is our vice chair. On the original committee, we had Claudia Fermenta was on there, and which now been our former mayor. Dorothy Pemberton from the Downey City Council. She was on the original Measure S, along with former Mayor Dave Gaffin, Donald LaPlante. So when we started Measure S, we wanted to make sure that the funds were handled appropriately, and what the city council and the staff did with that money was appropriate. So go onto our website, downeyca.org, and there's a great, the new report on 2024, we presented it to the city council. Basically, Measure S built the 4 fire stations. Every single park got something in it. There was Wilderness Park got $3 million. The Discovery Sports Complex got $2.6 million. Furman Park got a lot because there was a lot of old maintenance to be done. And you could see the beautiful new courts there. That was $5 million on Furman Park. You had Golden Park with $3 million. You had the library renovation that was $7 or $8 million, basically gutted the library. Golden Park got $3 million. Independence Park, $1.8 million. Apollo Park with the new beautiful fields that they have there, that was $4 million. 4 new fire stations. Dennis the Menace Park, 2.3. So what did it do for public safety? Well, 28 public safety hires were done, 10 for police department and 28 altogether, plus tons of equipment. Every single dime was handled appropriately, and the city of Downey showed that it could manage our money and earn the keep in the trust of our Downey residency. Transparency was at the forefront. We have a gadfly that's been going to the council meeting the last couple of weeks, and he even wrote an op-ed piece that basically just didn't have any of the facts. Oh, not one police officer. Well, we hired 10, okay? So no public safety, well, we hired 28. So, as a matter of fact, at the last council meeting, he came up during public comment and he complained about that he was wrong. He admitted he was wrong on the Measure S stuff just last week, and yet he said, but the transparency needs to be better. Folks, this report is on the Downey website. So if you want to know what we did with the money, there it is. Now, I truly believe that Measure D is going to be just as beneficial. There's a couple caveats on their Measure D, okay? But by the way, Measure D will, and this is the Vote Yes on D flyer. You're going to see that. I'm going to post it on the social media, not only Talking Downey, but on my own personal one at Mario A. Guerra. Voting Yes maintains 9/11 services, okay? It maintains city parks and playgrounds, repairs potholes in city streets, and maintains services. And here's a key. Every penny stays in Downey and cannot be taken by the state and the county. Okay, right now, your sales tax and property tax on there, it's split up among a lot of different things. Okay, this fund will only be used for the city of Downey. And they'll be used to protect essential services in the city of Downey. And we will have an independent oversight like we did on Measure S. Here's the other caveat, that it's for public safety, so that is so important. But with the old Measure H and Measure A that's now being proposed from the county, that the county is going to try to double their old homeless tax, it's not both, okay? On there, if Downey votes for this, we're going to be capped out, so they can't take that money away from us. But here's the thing. There's a possibility that if we don't vote for this, they're going to take the increase anyways, and the money doesn't come to us. So that's something for us to consider. We may lose that, and we may still have the same amount of sales tax. So folks, please read the ballot statement, okay, and favor an argument for it. The ballot statement, I was proud to be one of the signers, along with, as a former mayor, along with former Mayor Alex Saab, Richard Hernandez from the Downey Firemen's Association, their president, Michael Perino, he's the Downey Police Management Association president, and Martha Sotatani, which was Downey Unified School District trustee. And the 5 of us and a bigger committee thought this was so important to the city that we're willing to add our names to it. We love Downey. Downey's an independent city. What makes us truly unique is having that local control where our city manager and our city council can direct our police department where we want and need services. And the same thing with our fire department. So this is crucial to us. So please reconsider and consider voting on Measure D. I know it's a 1/4-cent sales tax, but folks, it's minimal to what could happen if we need our public safety. We need to enhance and increase. We need to hire more police officers. We need the best equipment out there. You know, we were one of the first cities to have cameras in our police vehicles, and that came back from a conference, 15 years ago that I attended with our police chief. So we were one of the first to have those cameras. I can't tell you how many murders, how many car thieves we've caught that are going through Downey, or at least also see the results of that by good policing by having those cameras. We were one of the first to have police cameras on body cams on our police officers. So we've always been slightly ahead, but those things cost money and we need to continue to enhance that. So anyway, I'll keep this short and brief. Please call me. Call me if you have any questions, okay? My cell number is 562-706-4114, 562-706-4114, and my email address is mario@Guerra, GUERRAINS.com. I will be honest with you. I will be happy to answer any questions. I will be happy to disprove any myths that are out there, from people that want to spread things and bad rumors. Folks, nobody likes increased taxes, but like I said, this is really important for us, number one. Number two, it's very small. Number three, if we don't take it, we may still have to pay it, and it won't be used in the city of Downey. So, folks, I strongly urge you to vote yes on Measure D for our public safety. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Talking Downey.